Listen, I'm about to say something that might sting a little, but if you stick with me for the next 10 minutes, this could change everything about how you think about your car wash marketing. So here it is. Your text club is worthless. Now, before you click away, let me clarify. I didn't say it can't be valuable. I said it is worthless right now, today, if you're using it like most businesses are. And I know this because we work with over 500 car wash operators across North America, and I've seen this pattern over and over again. You've got 3,000 people on your text club, maybe 5,000, maybe even 10,000, and you're sitting on a gold mine. But instead of mining for that gold, you're treating it like a coupon dispenser. You blast out a 20% off today message, then crickets for 3 weeks, then happy holidays, then another discount when you panic because it rained all week. And you wonder why it doesn't work, why people are tuning you out, why your text get ignored. Let me tell you about your customer named Sarah, because her story explains exactly why your text club isn't working and what you need to do to fix it. You see, Sarah came to your car wash 3 weeks ago. She loved it. The wash was fast. Her car looked amazing. She even told her husband we should come here more often. And then she never came back. Not because she didn't like you, not because she found a better wash. It wasn't even because of your price. She never came back because 3 weeks later, when her car got dirty again, your name didn't pop into her head. You weren't top of mind, so she went to the first car wash she saw on her way home from work. And just like that, you lost her. Now, multiply Sarah's experience by 100, by 500, by 1,000. Every single week, customers drive through your tunnel, they love what you do, and then they vanish. Because here's the truth. You're not losing customers to your competition, you're losing them to being forgotten. So let's talk about why Sarah didn't come back. It's not your competition, it's not your prices, it's not your service. It's something much simpler. You didn't stay top of mind. Your repeat visit rate is low. Customers come once, maybe twice, and then they're gone. You're constantly chasing new customers instead of bringing back the ones you already have. And here's what's really frustrating. You know your wash is good. You know Sarah loved it, but you can't figure out why she's not coming back, so you feel invisible. Like no matter how hard you work or how great your service is, it doesn't matter because customers just disappear and it's exhausting. But let me tell you what really happened. Sarah left your lot 3 weeks ago. Her car was clean. She was happy. But then life happened. Work, kids, errands, her phone buzzing 144 times a day, social media, emails, Netflix, Home Depot, the grocery store, everything. And your car wash didn't even register because there was nothing reminding her that you existed. Until 3 weeks later, her car is covered in pollen, and that's when she thinks, I need a car wash. But here's the question. When she had that thought, whose name came to her mind? Not yours because you weren't there. You didn't remind her. So she went to the first car wash that she saw and you lost her. The mistake that most brands make is assuming that customers are thinking about them. They're not. They're thinking about their own lives, their own survival. Most businesses get the customer once and hope they come back. You built the list, but you're not engaging it. Or worse, you're engaging it with messaging that nobody cares about. So how do you fix this? How do you make sure that when Sarah's car gets dirty, she thinks of you first? It's simple. You stay top of mind by engaging your text club with messages that actually matter. So I want to show you how. Strategy number 1, actively stay top of mind. Most operators sit around waiting for customers to remember them and come back. Winners don't wait. Winners engage. And here's what I mean. Sarah's car is getting dirty, but she hasn't thought about it yet. She's too busy, too distracted, too overwhelmed. If you wait for her to remember you, you've already lost because by the time she thinks about washing her car, she's going to pull into whatever wash is convenient. But what if you reminded her before she even realized she needed a wash? What if 2.5 weeks after her last wash, her phone buzzed with this message? Spring pollen is covering everything. Time to get your car clean before it bakes on in the heat. Now what happens? She looks at her car, and sure enough, it is covered in pollen. She hadn't really thought about it, but now she can't unsee it, and your name is in her head. Here's the key. You're not just reminding her to wash, you're connecting the wash to something relevant happening in her world. It's not, hey, come see us. It's pollen is coming everything. Time to wash at ABC Car Wash. One is generic noise. The other is relevant and helpful. Remember, hope is not a strategy. Engagement is. Here's a real example. One of our clients sent this text message last winter. It said, winter storm coming in this weekend. Protect your car's paint from the snow, sludge, and salt. Wash at Diamond Wash this week. They washed 640 cars that day. That was way above their best day on record before, which was 320 cars. Why? Because they reminded customers at exactly the right moment with a message that mattered. Strategy number 2 is make your messages relevant. Every message you send needs to be relevant to your customer's life. And this is where most operators fail. They send messages that are all about them. They say things like, we miss you, come see us, 20% off today. That's noise and people tune out noise. But when you send messages that connect to something real in your customer's world, they pay attention. So here's the framework. Here's how to do this. Every text should connect your wash to a problem your customer is facing or that they're about to face. Sometimes it's an external problem that they have. Their car is dirty, their windshield is hazy, pollen is covering everything. Sometimes it's an internal problem. It's how that external problem makes them feel. They're embarrassed their car looks terrible. They're frustrated that they can't keep up. They're stressed about taking care of one more thing. They're worried about damaging their investment. Here's an example that addresses the internal problem. Your car's covered in pollen and you've got clients coming by this week. We'll get you looking professional again. Or between work and kids, car washing falls to the bottom of the list. We get it. Let us handle it for you this week, in and out in 5 minutes at ABC Car Wash. You see what's happening? You're not just asking them to wash, you're connecting the wash to something real and relevant, both the external and internal problems. And when you address both, people act. Strategy number 3 is engage consistently. You have to engage your text club consistently, at least once every 2 weeks, ideally once a week. Now, I can hear you thinking, but won't people get annoyed? Won't they opt out if I text them all the time? Here's the truth, and listen to this. People don't opt out because you text too much. They opt out because your messages are not relevant. Think about the text that you never opt out of. Your bank, your doctor, your kid's school, the airline when your flight is delayed. Why don't you opt out? Because the messages they send are relevant, even when they're frequent. If you're sending 20% off today every week, yeah, people will opt out because that's noise. But if you're sending pollen is covering everything, time to wash before it damages your paint, that's helpful. People appreciate that. So how much is too much? I've seen car washes text twice a week during peak seasons with opt-out rates under 1% because every message connects to a real problem their customers have. So here's the rule. Text as often as you have something relevant to say. At minimum, once every 2 weeks. But during active season, when there's always a reason to wash, like spring pollen, summer road trips, fall leaves, winter salt, once a week is great. Because if you go silent for 3 weeks, your customers forget about you. And when their car gets dirty, they go somewhere else. There's an attention war happening with your customer right now, and you're competing with every business in town. Coffee shops, gyms, restaurants, Netflix, Instagram, Home Depot, everything. If you're not showing up regularly with relevant messages, you're invisible. But here's the good news. It just requires consistency and relevance. So here's the bottom line. Your text club is worthless until you do these 3 things. 1, actively stay top of mind. Don't wait for customers to remember you. Engage them before they realize they need a wash. 2, make every message relevant. Connect your wash to real problems that they're facing. External problems like a dirty car and internal problems like how that dirty car makes them feel. And then 3, be consistent. 1 message per week. Make it helpful. Make it timely. Do this, and Sarah won't just come back once. She'll keep coming back because you're the name in her head when her car gets dirty. Now, if you want help with this, if you want messaging templates and strategy that actually works, go to opspot.com, schedule a call with us because we can help you with this. We write all of our campaigns for our customers, and we make sure that they're relevant and timely so that you don't have to think about it. We've helped over 500 car washes turn their worthless text clubs into revenue machines. But whether you work with us or not, stop waiting for customers to remember you. Your text club is sitting there. It's either worthless or it's your most powerful asset. The choice is yours. Engage your text club, stay top of mind, and win the attention war. That's how you win. I'll see you next week.